Happy New Year, everybody. I am so excited to be here in my first live video of 2020. I hope you all had an amazing New Year's Eve, wherever you are in the world. And I know it's New Year's Day for all of you in America. We're a little bit further ahead. I'm here in Australia with my father. My mother passed away a couple of months ago, so I'm down here in Australia with my father. So it's a little bit sort of an unusual background here. But I just wanted to inspire you on New Year's Day by asking you this question. What if your greatest challenge that you're facing right now is exactly what you need to grow? Because I honestly believe that challenges and difficult times are, we've all been through abusive relationships here. You've found me because you've been in an abusive relationship. And we've all been through this pain and we've been through that challenge. But, the difference is some people stay stuck in victimhood and they just keep going over that relationship in their head. They keep obsessing over whether he or she is happier now that they're away from them, and maybe that next woman's better and they're happier, and why it's so unfair for me, thinking how tough my life's been, and or doing the opposite and searching for a new love, not for the right reasons, purely because you're terrified of ending up alone, or you are keeping that armor around you, staying strong, tough. I've always got to appear strong to the outside world. I can't let anybody know how broken and painful I am inside. You're dying inside, but you've got to keep that armor up. So many people that I have, I see some of the comments in here in this group, and so many people who write to me on YouTube and elsewhere. I see this same thing. And yes, okay, we've all been through that adversity. It's horrible. I know. It's unacceptable. I know. But are you going to stay a victim for the rest of your life? Because all of those behaviors, obsessing over the relationship, going over and over and over it again in your head, thinking, are they better off without me? Or waiting for when will I find love again? Because I'm going to end up alone. I'm never going to be happy until I find another man or woman. That is being a victim. You have a choice. Do you want to be a victim or a victor in 2020? You will stay stuck. You will stay tied to that abuser for the rest of your life, feeling bitter, feeling angry, feeling twisted and just consumed with guilt, fear, and pain. If you don't say to yourself, what if this challenge, this greatest challenge I'm facing now, is exactly what I need to grow? And the difference between those who recover from abusive relationships and go on to absolutely transform their lives and those who don't are the ones who say, what can I learn about myself from what I've been through? Not, are they happier without me? Why is it so unfair, my life? Why is it so, why have they treated me so badly? That all of that, being stuck in victimhood, is being tied to them for the rest of your life. And you don't want that. You don't want that. I remember mentoring this girl in the UK when I lived there. And it was really funny. Like she kept going for the bad boys, and she kept sort of saying to me, what is it? What is it? Why are you so lucky? Why have you got this amazing relationship? And I said, I'm not lucky. I've worked really, really hard at this. And I said, the trouble for you is, which sounds a bit weird, I know. I said, you've never had any trauma in your life. She'd had a very easy life. She'd have, she was very, very attractive and smart, really well educated. And so, people really looked at her with respect and how beautiful she was and how smart she was and all that. So she had an easier ride than many other people do. And what I said to her, you haven't had enough trauma in your life. And I said, I know that sounds stupid. I said, but the fact that I went through a really horrifically violent relationship when I was young, in a way, fast-tracked me to changing my life, because I could either stay in that victimhood where I was feeling sorry for myself, feeling guilty for him, feeling hard done by, why has my life come to this? I'm 23 and I've got a baby and I'm on my own and I've got no money. Poor me, poor me, poor me. Or I can say, who do I need to become to change my life? Who do I need to become to create the life I want? What can I learn about me from this horrific experience that I've been through in my life? And so in a weird way, I'm perversely grateful that I went through that trauma and that experience when I was young, because it really did fast track me. I had to make that choice. I either stayed the rest of my life suffering from that relationship, being a victim to my relationship, or I chose not to. And that is the choice that you have to make. And if you don't make that choice, and I'd really love to ask you, to say to yourself, in 2020, I am going to look at my new year and say to myself, what if my greatest challenge is exactly what I need to grow? And instead of being a victim, I'm going to say, I am never going to let anything like this happen to me again. I'm never going to settle for less than I deserve again. And unless you do that, you will be a victim of what goes on in your head for the rest of your life. That voice that says, why is he having it easier than me? Why is he happier than me? How unfair that he treated me like that. That's exhausting, isn't it? Aren't you sick of being in your head? Aren't you sick of your whole life being tied to that person? Because that's what you are, if that's what you're thinking all the time. So I just hope that inspires you to take a different approach, because you have that choice and the power is within you to make that choice. It's easy to stay stuck in victimhood. It's really easy. It's far easier than doing what it takes to face yourself, face the pain and work through it and process it and heal. It's terrifying, I know. It's harder, I know. But which would you prefer? The chance to change your life this year, or to stay stuck in that record that's going round and round and round and round and round, that is only going to end up with you feeling more bitter, more angry, more twisted? That's not going to hurt him or her. It's only going to hurt you more. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So I want to wish you all the happiest New Year. And I really hope for you that 2020 will be an amazing one. And I'm so happy you're here. Thank you all for the most incredible year, another year of amazing support. I couldn't do what I'm doing without all of you people following me, you wonderful, wonderful supporters who daily send me your kind comments. I wake up every day to an inbox that is full of hundreds of comments, emails of support, and it's meant so much to me. So thank you so much for another amazing year, and I hope that you all continue to grow and heal. Can you hear that? Don't you love the Australian birds? That is an Australian cockatoo. It's gorgeous. I hope you all continue to grow, have an amazing 2020. And I have also just freed up a few more spaces for my free breakthrough calls. So if you are, and I mean truly ready to recover from abusive relationships, fall back in love with yourself, and never settle for anything less than you deserve again, then drop me a message and I will organize a time to have a chat with you. And I really mean that. If you are someone who is, still inside your head, obsessing over him, feeling sorry for yourself, feeling like, annoyed, angry that he's happier than you, furious that he's going to, influence your child and have all this impact on them, and you're focused on them entirely and not yourself, then you're not ready. So please, if you want to have a chat with me, I really want you to be ready to recover. So have an amazing new year, everybody, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye for now.